Hey everybody, welcome to Tales of Symphonia. How's everybody doing? Hope you're all wonderful and great. And that nothing bad is happening. Although lots of bad things happening in the world these days. But hey, let's just put that aside and do some adventuring in Tessiara. So we got permission from the king to get some, research done to help Colette. But we have to take Zealous with us. So that, he can keep an eye on us, basically. He wants to be called Zealous-kun. So yeah, we got some two guys and a beautiful lady named Refill. Cool and cute Colette-chan. And the little girl? Puresia. She's not from Silverant, she's from Ozette. A little town in the forest. So, after a long talk with Zealous, he is going to go with us. We're going to be heading across this bridge to the research facility to see if we can get some answers about Colette. The Grand Tessiara Bridge. And yeah, it's quite the long bridge. A little disturbing that it's made out of those, or the engine for the drawbridge part is made out of those X-sphere pods. So he's gonna do nicknames for everybody. Precia is Ochibi-chan. Tenshi-chan. Lloyd is Omae, which is just you. Ultra cool beauty, huh? Princess? A lovely lady teacher. Refill sensei. The words he used for Lloyd and Genius are pretty funny. Lloyd was just Omae, which is, you, not even a name, and then Genius nickname is Gaki, which is kind of translated as brat. So there's a mini game you can play with this cat who's standing on the bridge with Genius, and it's just sort of a red light, green light. Famous kids game, red light, green light. And if you win the highest level, you get that costume that I'm wearing with Genius, his little cat costume. And yeah, this bridge is ridiculously long. It's like, what are the developers thinking? We'll make them cross the entire thing. Still going. At least Precia is a fast runner. Here we go, finally, the other side. Ozette and Colette. She has heard of Ozette before. Maybe Colette is what you're
オゼッ
thinking
トと
of.
コレットって似てないか？殴ることないだろう。
It's like Ozette and Colette sound the same, right? And then there was more child abuse as she smacked him, but it was in a cutscene, or it was in a chat scene, so maybe we don't count that one.
こうしてみるとこの二人なんだか似てないか？
そうか？
あんまり笑わないしよ。やっぱ女の子は笑わないとな。
コレットは笑いたくても笑えないんだ。そんなこと言うな。
悪かったよ。
You know, Zealous is thinking they're kind of similar. They're both sort of soulless. And, you know, that's a good point. You know, Parecia sort of non-responsive, but she can talk. And, you know, Colette is very similar.
これなら楽勝だな。ひらめいたぜ。
So we'll have to start this episode out with a fight. And we're gonna head over here to Saibakku, which apparently is the research town with all the nerds, the scientists, and basically where all the otaku live. Yes, Saibakku is right next to Akihabara. The station just next to it is Saibakku, because this is where all the anime nerds are. So Parecia doesn't like this place, and there's a good reason for that. And I'm not a fan either. Like, the music here is also kind of bleh. I don't know, is it just me, guys, or the music in Tessiara, the towns, the field, the battle, it's just all kind of meh, to be honest. I don't know, it gets kind of irritating for some reason. I'm not a fan. I don't know why that is. Silverant just seems like a better area all around. There are some places that I like here in Tessiara, but yeah, it's kind of meh. And of course, I can't afford anything. Lots of nice new weapons and armor, but yeah, things are pretty expensive in this game. Gotta be kanemochi. So we're gonna go in here to the research facility or college, whatever you want to call it. And we'll have an explanation about the Crucis stone that, you know, is sort of embedded into Colette. And, you know, just like the X spheres, it needs a kind of, what do you call it, crest or something? You know, to keep it from interfering with the body. You know, the X sphere being embedded in the person's arm without the crest just caused it to sort of, you know, be absorbed into the body and, you know, turn people into monsters, which we've already seen. So this Crucis crystal. So we're going out here to this bazaar. Right after that long conversation, you just step out and talk to this guy. 10,000 gold for it. And we're looking for something that Lloyd can use to make a crest so that can be attached to Colette and hopefully bring her back to her senses, which is kind of the idea, because the Crucis stone sort of steals, you know, her will and her heart and memories and mind right now to make her just sort of like a a zombie puppet, empty shell. So Zealous stepped in there as the Miko of this world. The guy gave us the item for free instead of 10,000 gold. So I guess Zealous is good for some things, being the Miko and all. So back to the same room, and Lloyd is gonna take some time here and work on making this crest. And I guess he has that ability because his father's a dwarf, and that's sort of the dwarves' specialty. So Lloyd kind of knows how to make them, but the dwarf, his father, is the expert. So he finished making it, and it was partially going to be a present for her birthday. It's kind of the thing he's been making the whole game. And went ahead and put it on her there. But it doesn't seem to do anything, unfortunately. So Refill is saying we need Dyke, which is the dwarf, a dwarven master, to make it better. But they're stuck here in Tessiera, not Silverant. Dyke is back home. So we need a way to get to the other dimension. Or the other world, I guess I should say. Not really dimension. So they're discussing we need to go get those the rare birds back, because that's the only way for us to get back to Silverant. But as we're discussing that, some guards show up with some bad timing. They need Zealous for something. But of course, he's supposed to keep an eye on us. However, unfortunately, during this encounter, the guards realize that Refill and Genius are half-elves. And I guess in this world, being a half-elf is unacceptable. There's a lot of discrimination and racism against half-elves. So there was a long scene there where Genius and Refill were captured and taken prisoner because it's unacceptable for half-elves to live here. They're either executed or, put in prison. And since we were with the half-elves, we were locked in this room with Kate, this other scientist, and Sheena showed up to help us get out. And I'm not sure what Colin is doing there. Colin, he just chilling, waving her wings or whatever. I don't know if Colin is a he or she. I guess since the summon, a created summon, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, just like I mentioned in Tales of Rebirth, which, the main theme was kind of discrimination and a lot of racism. There's nothing really different. Tales of Symphonia has a lot of racism and discrimination topics as well. Basically against half-elves. Elves seem to be okay in humans, but the mix between the two is sort of taboo and unacceptable. So after some long debate, Kate decided to help us out and opened a secret passage so we can get out, because we're kind of under house arrest. And we finally got a map of Tessiera, but and since our lovely Sheena showed up, we've got Sheena back in our party. because we just lost 2 party members. So of course the developers have to give us somebody to replace them, right? Why do we always have to go through the sewer? He's trying to get Colette to talk.
アホそんなことするか
あんたならやりかねないからね。
These two have kind of a past.
どういう意味よ
あんた、
Sheena
前に
and
私がシャワー
Zealous.
浴びてるのを覗いてたじゃない
You were
か。
trying to peek on me when I was in the shower.
未知なるものへの探求心ってやつよ
探求心が聞いて呆れるよ。
にしても天使か俺様はこんなのごめんだぜ
Yeah, Zealous he's really not interested in being the Miko. Especially if something like this happens to, Colette. Not really something he wants to happen to himself either. So, we're gonna run across the bridge again and try to stop the guards
先生たち無事だといいけ
from
ど
taking Refill and
グラン
Genius.
テスアラブリッジは一部が跳ね橋になってるんだ。橋を上げられちまったらお手上げだよ。
移動中の会話による移動速度の低下。
おっとその通りだ急ごう
Okay, so we're gonna run across the bridge here to stop the guards from taking Genius and Refill. So guess what? The guards are already at the other end of the bridge, so we get to run the entire length of the bridge again, except it's more exciting music. See? Prescia is a fast runner. I think next time I'm just gonna cut the whole bridge out. And they're gonna raise it so that we can't get across. It's like, why are you standing there? Run!
おいおいおい無茶言うなよ
No, let's talk about it.
橋から落ちたら死んじまうぞ
Zealous is such a coward.
ほっといたら先生たちも死ぬ
So apparently we're gonna try to jump.
熱いね
Watch Colette.
ウンディーネ、助けて
Thank goodness for Sheena.
「未知の存在により着地」「損傷箇所なし」
いや死ぬかと思った
シーナ助かったよ
Colette's just chilling.
呼び出せてよかった。
ジーニアスと先生が
I'm a genius and sensei.
そうだ二人を助けないと
It's like, yeah, let's just stand here and talk.
脱走してきたか俺たちの仲間を返せ
Return our friends to us.
うるさい
Shut up. Bring it on. Let's get it on.
5分の力で大丈
思考密入線
These guys are pretty tough. I love that. We'll just throw a hammer on your head. So yeah, if you didn't notice, I am using Presia now. In the beginning, she's not real impressive, but later her attacks are pretty powerful. Alright. And with that, we got Refill and Genius back. Even though we're half elves? So what of it? Yeah, Lloyd's just like Stan from Tales of Destiny. It's like, doesn't matter, elf, half elf. Same as Titre from Tales of Rebirth, doesn't care about what race they are. But Zealous has kind of a problem with it. And Presia just wants to go home. Why is Sheena here? She's being ordered by Mizuho to keep an eye on them. You know, because they're from Silverend. So now we got two people keeping an eye on us. Although Sheena's a friend. So Zealous wants us to go back up here. And we're gonna pick up the rare birds. And then we'll have to figure out a way to charge him so we can get back to Dyke. And maybe he can fix Colette's crest. So that's what's going on. So we have to climb this mountain again. I went ahead and skipped the walk to the mountain. But we're gonna go ahead and climb up here again to where we left the rare birds. And might as well see what kind of enemies we have on the way up. Wow, that is a big thing. Wow, Sheena can do magic just by floating her card in front of her. Okay, enough of that silliness. Let's head up to the top here. And just like that, magically all the enemies disappear before me. What's all this backtracking? So how are we gonna carry these things, Zealous? Come this way, this way. And we set off a trap. What fools to set off such a simple trap. Yeah, Zealous. I think Zealous led us here on purpose. I don't trust him. Get the rare birds. Joe. So now the guards are gonna get him. And they're still after Lloyd. And there's a hover girl.
おばさんどこかで見たことが。
I've seen her somewhere before.
それは私の
Yes,
セリフだ。
genius.
プロネーマ
We saw her on the hologram thingy.
衰退世界を荒らすのが役目だろ。
私はユグドラシル様。
So she's working for Yggdrasil-sama. She needs Colette. Want Colette's body.
よかろう。
And of course, Yuan wants Lloyd.
だがミコを渡す代わりに
Or more specifically,
ロイドは私が預かる。
the X-sphere that Lloyd carries.
そやつに関しての命令は受けておりませんので、ユアン様のお好きになされ。
So they're not gonna fight, but they're just gonna sort of agree to disagree. She's gonna take Colette.
コレット、行くな。
無駄なことよの。
It's like she
心を
can't
失っ
hear
た巫女
you.
にお主らの言葉など届かぬぞえ。
Your words don't reach her.
なんとクルシスの奇跡にこのような粗雑な要の
It's
門
like
と
you've
は。
done something to the Crucis
愚かじ
crystal.
ゃのこのような醜き
You
も
know, he put the crest on there.
取り
So
除いてくれようほどに。
she's upset about that. Stop it!
これはロイドが私にくれた誕生日のプレゼントなんだから。
This is the birthday present that Lloyd made for me.
声が出た。
Her voice. She can
コレ
speak.
ット、元に戻ったのか。
Colette, you've come back to yourself.
あれ
Huh?
みんなどうしてそんなところに入って
What's
るの？
wrong with everybody? Why are you in there?
バカな。
Impossible.
あんな子供騙しの要のもんで、クルシスの奇
That
跡が抑えられる
small,
わけがない。
childlike crest that was made could, overcome the Crucis crystal.
やるじゃないのロイド。
Nice job, Lloyd.
なんということか。
So yeah, they're all pretty
所
surprised.
詮は粗悪品。長くは持つまい。さあ、とにかく来やれ。
Doesn't matter, she's still gonna take Colette.
離して。
Let go of me. Ah, and Colette tripped and broke it. It's the usual Colette.
どうしよう。壊しちゃった。
Oh no, I've broken it. Actually, that's a good thing.
おーやるなコレットちゃん。俺様惚れちゃいそう。
Nice job, Colette.
それでこそコレットだよね。
Just like Colette.
相変わらずね。悪夢がよみがえるよ。
Sheena, she's having nightmares again.
コレット、
When Colette tripped and, she fell into the mine, if you remember in the beginning.
ロイド、あのね、プレゼントありがとう。嬉しかったんだけど。
She's so thankful
本
for
当
the
に嬉しかっ
present,
たんだけど、あの時はどうにもならなくて。
but she, wasn't able to talk at the time, but it seems like she's returned to herself.
二人とも後ろ。
Behind you!
こしゃく
It's like while we've been talking,
覚悟欲しい。
you guys wait for us to finish our dialogue? Why, thank you. Let's fight.
わらわを愚弄せし罪。償ってもらおうぞ。
This time versus Hover Girl.
あるがよい。愚か者め。思考め。
超波人。
その皆のこの汚れた魂に光を照らせた
ローマ人権。
ジャッジメント。
お願いします。
エンジェルフェザー。
アレツさん。
行くよコリン。思考滅流線。
That's right, take a nap. Ugh, that was a short nap.
エンジェルフェザー。愚か者め。
Enemy that has another Shishisenko.
あるがよい。
Guess we'll be taking turns knocking each other down.
愚か者め。この汚れた魂
魂に裁きの光を降らせたまえ。ジャッジメント。ジャッジメント。魂に裁きの光を降らせたまえ。ジャッジメント。なんか来そうだ。はい、食らうがよい。
Shoot, I intended to block that. Yep, I figured we'd be knocking each other down here. Ow. Well, at least I got the last swing in.
ちょうどいい。イワン、貴様ともここで決着をつけてやる。
And Lloyd, you want to fight Yuan too? Come on, man.
クラトス。
And who is it? Kratos.
貴様、
Boo.
何をしに来た。
退けユアン。ユグドラシル様が呼んでいる。
It's like, weren't these two fighting each other a while
ニコを
ago?
連れて行くのか。
いや、一時捨ておく。例の疾患だ。
そうか。ロイド、勝負は預けたぞ。
So the battle's on pause, huh?
あいつも天使だったのかい？
He's an angel too?
俺様のハニーたち。メル
So,
トキョへ出
after
発だ。
filing a long dialogue,
コレット、
Kratos left.
おかえり。
Welcome home, Colette.
ただいま。
So finally, Colette is back to normal. So we don't have to go back and see Dyke. But they took the rare birds away. So I guess we'll head back to Mel Tokyo.
あなたがプレセア？
Are you Precia?
なんだかちょっと前までの私を見てるみたい。
She wanted to introduce herself, but yeah, Precia is kind of similar. Alright guys, let's have a pause in our gameplay here, and I'll see you in the next episode. We'll head back to Mel Tokyo and see what to do from there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. じゃあまたね